A new poll from the CS Mott Children's Hospital at the University of Michigan found parents rely on three main criteria. 60% say it's whether the child's condition could get worse, 47% if the illness may spread to classmates, and 37% consider whether their child will miss important work. Our Dr. Narula is here with her advice. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so when should parents keep their children home?
Well, this isn't always straightforward, as you mentioned. In fact, my husband and I was just telling Gail dealt with this last weekend with our 4-year-old who was vomiting. But there are some recommendations out there. So the American Academy of Pediatrics says that if your child is not going to be able to comfortably, productively play or be at school, they should stay home. If they're going to take up a lot of time and attention from the staff that would be diverted away from other kids, they should stay home. And if they're potentially contagious, they should stay home. Now, different states have different rules, different schools have different rules, but at the end of the day, a lot of it is really common sense and do you know your kid and what you sort of observe of them and their behavior.
What factor does a child's age play into it? Because I've had a couple instances back in the day where you go, now, how sick are you? How much does it really hurt?
Well, I think...
You'd ask them that?
Yes.
Because I'm thinking, I got to go to work. So how sick are you?
Right. And as I mentioned in the intro, I mean, in terms of the age, it sort of defines how the parents deal with it. So if they're younger kids, the parents tend to worry more about, are they going to get worse?
Yeah.
Are they going to spread it to someone else? When they're older, it's more about, well, I don't know if they should be really missing out on the schoolwork, or are they going to fall behind? So, and the work issue matters too. I mean, all of us who have busy days, what do? You have to not go to work. It's a big deal. So in this survey, actually, 11% of the parents were worried about missing work. 18% were worried about not having someone to stay home with their kids.
Yeah.
So the question is, how can anybody add to the common sense of the parent?
Right. So what can you really do to figure it out? Okay, well, you can call your pediatrician. That's step one. That's always a good way to help you triage. If your child has just a simple cold, runny, stuffy nose, and they're acting and behaving normally, eating well, they can usually go to school. These are the things you might want to look for. Fever greater than 101, along with some behavioral changes. They're listless, lethargic, not breathing well, or they have a sore throat, a spreading rash, some other symptom. Abdominal pain that's lasting for more than 2 hours or intermittent. If they have diarrhea, that's a big one. If they have vomiting that more than 2 times in 24 hours. These are some of the things that you might want to say, well, maybe I should keep them home. Strep throat, if they haven't been completely or on antibiotics for 24 hours.
Are there any positive side effects to getting sick?
Well, Nora, it sounds like you were told to go to school a lot when you were sick. It can develop a healthy immune system.
I mean, we're all going to get sick.
Yes.
You know, that's part of just life, right? You pick up colds and viruses. Yeah.
Exactly. So it gives you a healthy immune system the more you're exposed to things.
Right.
So get sick so you'll have a better immune system.
Well, stay home and rest if you're sick, especially if your parents or kids. Your body needs it.
But immunity is good.
Immunity is.
Thank you, Dr. Tara. Doesn't trump good parenting.